Welcome back to Orange Chat Reviews. New look, new me, new video. So, we're going to be doing a review for Reign of Fire, an older movie with Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale. In fact, these were the first movie where I've ever seen these two actors act. And I gotta say, subjectively, from a subjective standpoint, I like this movie. I got it for my digital library. I enjoyed it, especially back when I was younger. Now, objectively, I do acknowledge that there is a lot of problems with this movie. There are some very bad CGI shots. There are some good CGI shots. But mostly there are bad CGI shots. And when I mean bad, I mean there's a whole freaking dragon missing bad in one shot. You see, spoilers because, well, I can't really avoid them with this particular review. There is a scene where the big bad dragon, the male, is following two characters, like giving a little chase, and then they cut to the characters from the dragon's point of view, and then they cut back to the dragon, except that the dragon's not there. It's completely missing. It's like this is just an empty slate. I'm like, I have seen some pretty shitty sci-fi movies that completely have used missing special effects. This was kind of one of those, and it's like, this movie had a theatrical release. Now, the writing for this movie was actually pretty solid. I really enjoyed it. It had cheesy dialogue, yes. There was some dialogue that just could have been better. But for the most part, the writing and the story was pretty solid. They had a good system going. It's just that the execution was off. Now, the scenes with the dragons, where they're actually trying to fight the dragons and whatnot, I liked it. I thought it was very good. I tried playing the game for Reign of Fire. That one was, well, harder to play. But yes, I honestly thought that this movie was very good subjectively. Objectively, it's a failure. It is a 6 out of 10. But subjectively, if you like movies that are fantastical and apocalyptic, funny thing is, this movie, everything turns to shit in the year 2020 when everything starts going to shit, because that's when the kid wakes up the dragon. It's like, what? And I'm like, is nobody going to talk about this? But yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, interesting. And I absolutely love how they show that the dragon or the male dragon in this movie, which is the biggest one, has such a measure of intelligence. And you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to spoil it for you unless you've already seen it. You know what I'm talking about. Christian Bale actually explains it, his character, when they decide that the American guys want to go to London. He's like, people from this place tried going after it. They died. But I'm not going to go any further than that because that would spoil it. This dragon's intelligence was pretty up there, and I really did enjoy that. When you first see the male in this movie, not in the beginning, because you see the male in the beginning, but when you see it later on, it's like, holy crap, man, this is something straight out of hell. And I love it. And when you see the actors going up against this thing, it's just great. But still, that missing shot of it in one shot, it's like just established shot, but no CGI dragon. I'm like, I can't believe I haven't noticed that until now. But yeah. But still, subjectively, I would put this at a 9 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but there was a couple of things that I would have done differently. It's like, I would have gotten an extension on the loan, and I probably would have gotten an increase so I could put a dragon in a damn scene, you know? Gerard Butler's character was actually pretty good in this. He's actually a side character. He's not really up front like he usually is. This was this was earlier in his career, this movie. But it's still a good story. He played a good character. Now, moviegoer, I would put at a 9 out of 10 as well. It's not a perfect moviegoer score because of the missing frame. There's a couple things that actually do take you out of the movie a little bit. You kind of wonder where they're going with it a little bit, but it's still a movie that keeps you interested for the most part. Anyway, folks, that is going to be my review for Reign of Fire. It's a solid film, but subjectively but objectively it does fall very short. Anyway, that's going to be the review. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of the new 2? What did you think of Reign of Fire? All that stuff, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.